The reason why people are kind of acting strangely towards you and not very compassionate is because they see you as someone who's very abundant and stable and like responsible, independent. They don't really need anyone. You come across that way, they just absorb that as that's who you are, and that they always feel like everything's always going to work out for you. So they like, oh, don't have to worry about them. Let's not really give them love because it'll always work out for them anyways. They always land on their feet here. And maybe you do, but it takes a lot of grit. Like you've had to learn a lot and make a lot of sacrifices to get to the places where you are, physically, mentally, spiritually, all that. Because we have the Queen of Wands energy in reverse. It's like an ugly energy of someone who's just like very, they don't have a lot of imagination or creativity or goals of their own. So instead of, really looking into it, they try to destroy other people's, or they bully people. They look up to you in a way, but it's a twisted way because they're jealous. They feel like they're not going anywhere. They have all these self demons and all these self beliefs about themselves, or maybe they feel stuck, or maybe there's something that they did here because the Hierophant in reverse is showing that there's something they did, like it could be like a crime or something that has them on probation where they can't leave or be as free as you here. And I see you moving out of a situation that's kind of not the best for you here. You've been blinded, you've been, put down, especially when you're feeling yourself, especially when you're feeling more confident in yourself here. It's all of a sudden things get worse, and it's like very like a dichotomy here, and it's just really frustrating. We got the Emperor in reverse. It's this energy of like corrupt officials around you, corrupt organizations, and it's like you show a lot of not feeling bothered, a lot of indifference between the things that they do to you here. Like they're really watching you. They try to really get your goat. They really try to exclude you here. But you have a strong ancestors, strong connection to the land, strong spirituality, strong connection to yourself here. And I do see a new beginning for you coming here because you've overcome so much. But you know that there's more out there. So you're not going to get too bothered with people trying to shake things up a bit so they can get a reaction, or they can, because that shaking the tree, it's like shaking a little tree and apples fall out. They want to get something from it, but it's like they're shaking the tree because that's what would get them. If you shook their tree a little bit, all their apples would fall down. For you, you're like an oak tree. You plant things, you tend to them, you have this commitment and responsibility to them. And that's when it's going to get you noticed. And that's why they're trying so hard to keep you to not be noticed, because there is people out there that want to be generous to you. They want to help you because you're going through a really bad situation where you're feeling stuck. But I'm seeing here, like you're getting out of it. You're moving away from this because you're not getting the recognition that you deserve for what you want to do in life. You're someone who's very talented, passionate. You have an idea of what you want to do, and it has to do with really helping people and being kind and generous. And around you and in the world at large, sometimes we see that doesn't get rewarded, and that's not the most successful people in the world are not people that are helping everyone else. So it's like a big fight over you because you're very talented. People take you seriously. If you're about to bring something up about your life or about something you've seen, you can actively bring justice to it, even though you seem like someone who's, not in the, it's very hard for people to kind of tear you down. Like I feel like they want you in the sun, but they also want you out of the way. But they can't have it both ways. The universe, you are someone with a strong life path here. You have a strong wisdom, you have a strong meaning here as a leader. No matter what they do, the universe and God is going to find a way to bring you back into the spotlight in a good way. And those people are going to be exposed. Because how many times have people been exposed in your life? Because they've slipped up and they continue to do something thinking that you're going to fall like everyone else, and everyone else is going to think the same way about you and believe them. But charm runs out. Talent, wisdom, character lasts forever. And especially if you nurture those things, which you have. You are a constant gardener. You are a constant gardener of yourself, your life. You take very good care of yourself. And a lot of people are now seeing the consequences of not taking care of themselves and are jealous because they think that you've taken some type of shortcut. But I do see some things being unblocked for you. There's people kind of like watching you here, but there's a new adventure for you here. It's going to be revealed. It's been keeping you small. People are trying to keep you small here, but you're meant to be out there. You're meant to be contributing and learning and teaching and all of these things. They can't keep you in the cold for that long. These people are just jealous people. They're people that really need to be rehabilitated. And they're treating you like a criminal. It's like not a lot of justice for you. You've been feeling like a lot of like anger about this, rightfully so. You have rightful, justified anger and rage between people trying to push without no good reason. And people do that on purpose to make it a failing game. But you're a balanced person. The sun is shining. The worst is over. And you're able to deal with anything that comes up from now on, even when it's hard. Believe in yourself, because your ancestors are going to bring judgment upon these people very soon. But you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to get you out of the way first. So you might not see the karma happening because you're going to be in a better place by then. Maybe you see on the news, but I don't believe you're going to see it in real life action here. You're definitely going to be away from that because it's not going to be this. What's happening to you right now in your life is not your life. It's not your whole life. It's a sub chapter in a whole book. It's not even a whole chapter here. So let these people act like this is the biggest saga of your life because it's the biggest saga of theirs. They don't have a life, so they have to chase yours and live through you and cause you problems. And all you're doing, because it is written that you're going to be successful and do what you love in the way that you want, is just continue to ride the waves here, brush it off here, because their dirty deeds are adding up and they can't sleep at night. And their justification for bringing you down is becoming weaker and weaker by the day. And it's because other people around them are abandoning the cause too, or the people around them that enabled this kind of behavior. Now they're seeing like how cruel and how messed up it is. So there's a celebration coming from you fast. If you've been having a hard time sleeping yourself here, something is going to be uncovered. You're not going to be out in the cold anymore. And you're not going to be hurting for money either. And you're going to be very confident about it. So there's a lot of eyes on you because people see that. They see that there's a good ending for you after years of maybe solitude, years of feeling alone and on the outsides and the outskirts and not having a lot of control. But you've kept such a good attitude. And the things that you've planted are going to grow. So continue going. You're making such a beautiful... You're going to be making such a beautiful imprint in this world here. Because you're not just leaving behind the bad, you're leaving behind the good. So if these people that are bullying you don't see that's their problem, but you've shown them an example of someone who's grown through their struggles. Not someone who's perfect, but someone is willing to look at themselves and make the necessary changes and sacrifice and roll with the punches and kind of accept things for what they are. Even if they've been stagnant. You've been successful before, so you know that you can be successful again. Might be a little bit harder this time because you've been alone a lot longer, but because the world has been so psychotic, so crazy out there, up and down, you've had to make sure the water didn't get into your own vessel here. So the storm can rock, but as long as you keep yourself, contained and safe, you're good. And you'll be offered some water like this, not in a flood here. But yeah, I'm seeing fast movement here of balance. Like the scales balancing here, love, any love that you've given out, being received, by partners, by family, because it's like you've been very neglected in that way. So I do see that coming towards you too, like a tsunami, like a wave of beautiful love. Overflowing with love, and it may kind of take you off guard, but ground yourself and know that you deserve it. So if you would like specific timing and details about when this will happen for you, check out my pinned post on my profile. Make sure you follow. And if you would like to, drop down below a candle saying I have the wisdom and I have the light and optimism, or I just have the light to move myself forward in life with my own light. And make sure you like and share for someone else who may be going through a situation, and maybe this will connect with them and align with them. Ciao.